We are this close to discovering the whereabouts of Ruby, but that will depend on Titus, and Titus alone. But we're almost there. I can almost taste it. There is a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof.
How?
He looks sincerely curious. Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop.
People say there was a pinball arcade here, sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator, for that matter.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
Good one, Kim.
Thank you.
The lieutenant is glad he got the floor plan right there.
From there, a door leads straight to the roof. You can just step outside.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
Have you noticed the winch out back, on the outer wall of the whirling?
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying it's part of the elevator she used to get up there?
That's right.
That's one mystery down then. An architectural mystery. Doesn't much concern Ruby, does it?
I also found footprints upstairs in the old workshop.
Footprints. Recent.
Should I be very specific? Or should we not? I don't want to give him that many clues. I want him to answer the question. Recent, a week or two.
That close, huh? How fortunate. I'll take a thorough look at those prints myself before I believe that call. Good news is, I'm still listening.
Guess what? Remember that key I found here?
I don't like guessing, Cole. No one does.
It opens the steel door in the kitchen, the one that leads upstairs to the roof. This key was right here, with you, all the time.
You didn't find it, but Ruby did. That's how she got up there.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo. You took that key. Did it look like it was recently put there?
No, the ribbon was old. Faded. It'd have been there for 20 years at least.
She could have just put it back there once she was done.
Why? This doesn't make sense. It's damn interesting, but it doesn't fit well, and you know it.
It doesn't fit well, but it fits, and he knows it.
There were pinball machines in the workshop, still operational.
Right. What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby?
The pinball murderer? Just making an observation. Let's move on.
He makes a gruff gesture for you to continue.
Have we firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot?
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established. But a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Okay, so he says he doesn't know if Ruby has a gun and she didn't have a gun on her at all times like Theo. What kind of weapon does Theo have? No, I don't think that's related to the case, otherwise someone should have seen it.
Phase 2. Murder weapon.
Yes!
Get a gun in her hand.
Thank you, Logic.
If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun. Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself. But what if you miss interesting information that way? The choice is ultimately yours. But
Show them the antique rifle. There are weapons like this just lying around in Martinez.
That looks antique. A Belle McGrave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it?
There's a cellar under the bookshop. It was hidden there with others just like it.
20, maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And there must be other caches too.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
Okay, I see your point. There are guns lying around. Damn it. I thought we'd found all the old spots. Why was that still there?
We just missed one. Ruby doesn't know this place, boss. Just these cops digging up shit.
I've already established Ruby's running drugs. She could have smuggled guns too.
God damn. That's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Every fucking 5 seconds.
you were warned not to bring it up. Your best shot here is to just back out of it.
I just had to ask. I didn't point the finger and say she did it. Ugh. Fine, Titus, I'm not getting into it if it touches on your precious business.
Okay, cop. She's got connections. I could see how she could have access to a gun. That still doesn't mean she did.
That's all you needed. Doubt.
Let's not go there either. This is moving on. I have analyzed the bullet that killed him. It was jacketed.
So...
The man shrugs and looks at you.
So it had to come from a breech-loading rifle. Military grade. Not even you militia monkeys have those. This goes against your everyone has a gun theory. If it was military grade, how'd Ruby get it?
You don't know. Just be honest. Screw honest. You just showed him a breech-loading gun.
Oh, wow. Just because it's rare doesn't mean you can get it.
Cop. That's exactly what it means.
That wasn't strong.
There is a small, 28% chance that shot came from beyond the roof.
Yes, goddammit, I know what a 72% chance means. It means there's a 28% chance it isn't that. And 28% is no small chance either.
Just making sure we are on the same page. It doesn't all fit. We are just sharing info, candidly.
Titus doesn't reply. Probably a good sign.
I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon, just that we need to find her.
All right, cop. Keep talking. I'll tell you when I've had enough.
Pete, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3. Motive. The last component. The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
Oh boy. It's not why did she kill him, it's why did she organize the cover-up.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
She could have just been covering up for herself, Titus.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Eugene, let's assume you killed him.
He scoffs.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with your friends, as part of a lynch mob, or alone, for committing murder?
The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss.
Which is why she didn't. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
Maybe she killed him because she thought it would carry favor with you.
You had expressed, on occasion, your dislike of the mercenaries' presence in Martinez, right?
Whack someone in my district? That doesn't carry much favor with Titus Hardy. She has to know that.
Perhaps we don't want to go down that road. This will piss him off even further. Titus, you have to see it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip. This is the only option he cares for.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Want to know why?
Why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
When did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
What was she scared of?
I told you. You.
Me personally?
Yes, you. The cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
And a hole in his heart. That first.
No. She probably knew me from my singing days. Don't forget the funny tie too.
How can I forget?
He nods at your tie. I'm not even wearing it, I don't think, at the moment.
You know, when I first saw you limp in here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
What else did Ruby tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes, and that you won't stop.
Won't stop?
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up like cans.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
It's not an actual question. Silence. He nods.
Is that true, Kim? Am I a can opener?
You are insistent.
Anything else? Anything?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This caught Titus. This caught heat. But she was too scared.
Scared? You should be too. A strange fear creeps over you. A metallic taste in your mouth. Change the subject.
Do you have any clues on where Ruby went?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Do we even know what she looks like?
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al, and we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
Have you looked for her?
A little. On the coast.
Oh.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlock. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
Who's doing this looking? They're all here.
You're all here. Who's out looking?
Lizzie needed some air.
The gardener? But she went to tell Everard.
You're a smart cop, but you're a stupid person. No one goes to tell Everard anything. If he has to know fast.
It's called a radio, you believe. The gardener may have played you a game when she stormed out. She has her own plan.
Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking?
Sure, there are some shithouses there. A cinder block town. Fisherfolk there refuse to unionize. So, that's one place we haven't looked.
Oh, she might be in the Fish Village? In the house we couldn't get inside of?
I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
Oh!
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Thank you, Kim.
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a lorry man.
Do you know what she's doing with Ulan frequencies?
The what now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
There you have it. Pale something.
It feels like you'll get to know soon enough.
It's not much, but it'll do.
It'll have to.
Shake it.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Not just granite, tightly packed RCM Sergeant material.
Should we go all the way in? You should be a cop, Titus.
When are you gonna get it through your dumb head? I already am. I just wasn't sure you were.
And he still isn't. People aren't afraid of good cops in the way Ruby was afraid of you, he thinks, then turns back to his men.
What you're doing right now, sir, is vigilantism. Let's put that out there. Okay, I think it's time to decide whether we arrest Clashia or not. We found the boy. We didn't get anything out of it, however, but maybe she knows something. And that will determine whether we get her or not.
I was just thinking, what a nice evening it is for taking part in a murder investigation.
I found your boy. It was empty, just seawater.
Oh,
Did you take the documents?
no, of course not. As I said, it would have been too risky for me to use those documents anyway. My employer gave them to me. In truth, I should have destroyed them.
I have this strange feeling that it was the undiscovered cryptid that took your documents. I'll file this under a theft or some kind.
Thank you, but actually, now that I think about it, you mentioned seawater. I was worried I'd been too careless with the latch mechanism. The documents were probably just washed away.
The words, washed away, sound distant and strange suddenly. Somewhere far away, a dog barks.
Is this where we arrest her, or not?
Lies.
Yes, we demand she be punished for deceiving us. We demand her anxiety. We demand her fear.
What if I told you you're under arrest, Katarzin Alashie?
But I haven't done anything. Anything illegal.
Failure to aid a police investigation. She purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case. Fucking mind games. Enough. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
Failure to aid a police officer. You have wasted our time in a time-critical investigation.
The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Please no.
Her eyes become round with fear. She tries to back further off.
But there's nowhere to go. A two-story drop to the Plaza Mosaic. If she could, she would have run before.
I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
She knows something.
What do you know? Who shot him?
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says, gearing up for this betrayal is hard for her.
Ruby.
Why do you think it was her?
She has this thing for me, ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants.
We know she's gay, by the way. And what is that?
Sex. And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship. When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but...
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she's romantically interested in you?
She said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
Sounds like she was fixated on you.
This is just an assumption.
I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs. Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
Could it be that Ruby was cleaning up after herself? That the lynching was a cover-up for her, and she organized the boys to do it? It's ominous. You buying into her theory and running with it. Be careful with this logic guy.
When Ruby said there would be shit happening if you didn't end your relationship with the deceased, was she threatening you?
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, so I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but...
She looks through the window of your room.
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply. What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
And how could she have killed him?
You said there was a secret route there, right?
She points to the door that leads to the pinball workshop.
She could have come up through there, then taken this shot, right here, where I stand. It was too dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing. That is possible.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes. She's been up here many times. She used to come to drink on the roof when,
What is it?
The peephole. My bed is right next to... She would have seen us.
You mean to suggest she made it?
No. No. Why would she do that to herself? No, I just remembered you told me about it, and...
Between you and me, Klaasje, or whatever her real name is, I forgot, she took like 90% of Martinez, except for Ruby. And me.
She's not really sure. It was right above the bed. She could have seen all sorts of things from there. Don't let your imagination run wild here, sire. Keep it on track.
Okay, that's it for Ruby.
Okay, and what? Arrest the liar now.
I will.
Don't arrest her. Push her a bit more, but then let her off. That Ruby theory was solid. And she's beautiful.
Authority, I see what you're doing there. Get off my case. Get out of here.
She's stuck here. She's already in prison. Look around. She's only trying to help you.
Who?
Her. Stop letting her distract you.
That's all good, but I think we should still take you in, just in case.
Still? After all this, sir, please. It's a shitty world, and I know I'm shitty too. I know.
Her hand turns into a fist, slowly, crushing the cigarette she's still holding.
But I don't deserve to be sent to the moral intern and ground into paste just because I disturbed the sanctity of accounting. That's some multinational...
I'm sure you've done more than that.
She's gearing up for a last stand. This is it.
What do you deserve then?
I don't know. To spend my days with smoke, drink and dance, wallowing in shit. Just like everyone else.
I've made my choice.
She looks at you in silence, her face filled with fear, lips parted. Wait. If you arrest her, Kim will have to transport her. You'd be without your partner for the rest of the day.
And?
Shut up. He's making a decision, and it's his to make.
Kim, I arrest her before this drags out any longer.
I will escort you to the motor carriage outside, miss.
With a muffled whimper, she extends her wrists. They're white, bony, exposed below the rolled-up sleeves of her jumpsuit. Waiting for your teeth and talons to cut into.
This won't be necessary. I will take you to Station 57 myself and slow the extradition process as much as I can. It may be possible to stall it indefinitely, but you will be safer there for the purposes of this investigation.
He turns to you.
I can do this on my own. She's not an immediate flight risk. See you tomorrow morning, officer. Downstairs, at the Whirling in Rags. Or outside your shack.
Outside my shack sounds good. See you later, Kim. At this point, I don't even regret doing this. Like, she was obviously a scumbag. Oh, wait a minute. Can we get into her room? Now that's everything said and done. Have a look around. Maybe, you know, grab some medicine. Am I hearing a beat?
This medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs. There it is. The orange sun wearing blister pack. Feels like gold in your hands. Light and precious.
I swear I'm not addicted. Give me. I'm stuck inside the bathroom for life. Is this beat coming from downstairs? Took me a moment there to find the flight of stairs.
Hey, was there something you needed?
About my bill for tonight.
Got the 20 real?
Oh, go fuck yourself, Guard.
Then why are you wasting my time?
Because I think it's funny, and because I think you're stupid. I hate you, Guard. Titus is not gonna be thrilled about this. But who cares? I'm Mouty. Oh, the old man is not here any longer. That was surprisingly convenient. It's late night, we can instantly go to bed and continue our investigation on day 7. I don't know how many days the game consists of. I think it's like 10 or 15. That's an assumption, by the way. I like making assumptions. I just bit my lip so hard. Ow. Still no signs of the phasmid. I wonder if this is the one in question right here, but I will wait for Kim to investigate this together. I don't want to do this without my boy. Oh, whoops. Wrong house, wrong building.
It's getting cold. The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
Let's sleep.
The place feels almost like home now. Quiet and dignified around you. A new life by the seaside. You're incredibly tired. The darkness and warmth come fast. You're falling asleep.
It's easier this time. Drifting off, your head has found a comfortable indent in the pillow. Your legs and your torso feel like lead weights sinking to the bottom of the sea. Until they're suddenly light.
How many days have I been in Martinez already?
There are no days here. There are no weeks. Just black tape spinning on repeat until the end.
For now, a little while, you can.
Sleep without words or images.
When the pictograms and the hieroglyphs of the world return, they seem silent somehow. The alarm rings quietly too. You're ready.
Ready, but something is coming. It always is.
Open your eyes. Oh my god, 5 skill points waiting to be allocated. I never noticed how low my electrochemistry was. Composure is great. Perception is fantastic. Interfacing still stuck in 5. Unfortunate, but we cannot help Egghead. I think I might have soft-locked myself outside of this one little quest. Good morning, baby. Let's go. Now, let's find this building. The building in question has to be one of these things. Or the building with the red chair, perhaps. If I could only go through, Jesus. Maybe this is it. There is no door to this place. Nope. There's nothing here. Let's read the quest. Ask the fisher folk in the village. Maybe their leader knows something. Their leader? Excuse me? The fisher folk have a leader? It's not Lillian, is it? She's also our friend. Don't tell Kim we dated.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
I'm looking for someone else, actually.
Oh? Who?
I'm looking for a suspect who might have stayed in this neighborhood.
Okay. When did this person stay here?
Very recently, over the past few days. She might have arrived on Friday.
Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning.
Really?
Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
Not at the moment.
Really? Are you sure you're not also looking for Nadia Harnancourt? Or Ignis Nielsen? Or the great lost city of Ace under the waves?
I am looking for a lot of stuff, ain't I?
A lot of stuff.
No, let's not go. No, awkward. Yeah, that's what cups do.
I guess that makes you into some sort of terrier. Either way, I can't help you out.
Searchlight what? What was the thought? What do we get? Where is it? Not here. Searchlight division. Missing persons cases just really get to you. It's hard watching people worry about their loved ones. The little nervous movements, the dark rings around their eyes from sleepless nights. And even if there are no loved ones waiting, you like to have all your ducks in a row, and it really bothers you when whole entire people aren't accounted for. Oh, I completely forgot this. It's not done yet because we skipped the night. I can ask the old lady, mayhaps?
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
No, ma'am. As a matter of fact, they're pretty soothing. Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Because she's blind, which you seem to have forgotten.
Okay, but do you know who I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
Granny?
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
You know something. We're here to help.
Aye, that you are, Dark Omen. Help yourselves and your organization. Have the storm clouds gather on the horizon.
I see. You know something, but you've decided not to tell us.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
Oh! Oh. Too bad Kim is not allowed in here. Excuse me, my boy. Only for a second.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Move the board aside.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in here?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though. Something bad. Someone's night thoughts. A last resort. A bad idea.
Search through the sand and sawdust.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then, something hard wrapped in paper.
What is it?
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet. A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. Like your own Villiers pistol, for example.
This bullet isn't for a breech loader like the murder weapon.
The floorboard isn't interested. Maybe the washerwoman is. You have enough to confront her with. It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops. Holding the bullet, you get the feeling this isn't ammunition against you. It's for herself.
All right, Graham, you have some splaining to do. Let's hear it.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Why was there a bullet under the floorboards of your shack?
Damn that girl.
A bullet?
The lieutenant turns to you and gives you a little nod, then turns to the washerwoman.
You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her?
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
She speaks slowly, wringing out a rag after a long silence. Her hands move into the water bucket. Some water sloshes over the edge.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
She seems genuinely worried about her previous tenant. She's seen her hiding out from trouble before. But this seems different.
That's for the police to find out. Right then, please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
You said she left on Monday?
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
Is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else there?
No.
What is she like, Ruby?
She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
What do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
She looks back toward his shack, thinking.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
I have a possible explanation in my mind.
Aye. Do tell.
It's an exit plan.
Exit from what?
The world.
The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
I went a little too extra there, didn't I, Kim?
No, she's a fighter.
Not a quitter, like you sometimes get, son.
I hear she was a heavy drinker with anger issues. You ever witnessed that kind of behavior?
Nothing of the sort. Sure, she was no stranger to the bottle. She fit in that way. But I only knew her to have a beer on the beach while watching the sunset.
The sun sets for everyone.
She isn't what you'd call a drunk. Even offered me some from time to time. Said it was part of the communal life. But I never saw her lose control of herself, the way some people do.
Did she have any technical equipment with her, like radio stuff?
Not that I knew of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape milieux she'd made.
She brushes her forehead with the back of her hand. Water drips to the ground. Maybe this is what we need for Egghead?
Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
Where did she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
Further up the coast we go, then.
Are you sure you'd rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
The failed electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
Inland Empire. Oh my goodness, spoilers, dude.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She looks around. The air is getting colder.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
That's what they always say. To the Feld building we go. Next step. I thought we could ask, like, pretty much everybody around here, but I wouldn't get much information out of the drunks anyway. Let's go, Kim. There's a slit in the concrete here. A sewer. Is my perception up by any chance? It feels like it, doesn't it? Why do I get the feeling I'm going in the wrong places? What about these two? The man and the kid. Do they know anything? This is the Feld building.
Hello. Isn't this a fine morning?
I'm looking for a suspect. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
How long have you been looking at this shit?
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off.
He sounded nervous. Didn't he, Kim? What do we know of this place so far? Felm building. This is the Felm building, but we cannot see inside. Kim is technically blind. Maybe the boardwalk? We didn't find a bullet trace either around here. I'm going too far off. Wasn't there like a flight of stairs on this building too? One we could not access. Honestly, I don't know how to get there. There's gotta be a way around it. Maybe there's a passage through the sewers we can use?
The light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth.
What? No, no. Kim? Any idea what's down there?
No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here.
Think we might find Ruby down there?
We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachel's sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now. In conclusion, she could be under any building.
But not in there?
I hope not.
What is this?
Maybe it's just a storm drain for the sewer.
Do we really want to... Yes. Oh!
There's no echo and no answer.
I tried. I was getting ready for Kim to yell at me in distress, like, what are you doing? If Ruby is here, you just alerted her. You fool! This is the boy. Man, I've no idea. I can't see anything in the Felm building. Explore the coast for signs. Oh, maybe the cigarette butts were her. To the east.
The dome-shaped plastic.
Let's try the east. Or what if she walked into the bunker? But how the hell did she open the bunker? I couldn't open the bunker. It was impossible. Can imagine why. Boats become terrible sometimes. Oh, because they're both broken. Yeah, someone gave them a good whacking. I'm starting getting worried now.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot.
Maybe the bunker has nothing to do with it. Boardwalk rises to your south. It casts its long shadow over you. Come on, give me something. Anything. Give me something, goddammit. Give me a clue. Last time we were here, we found the cigarettes, but that was it. Is there anything else we can do before this? Up the coast. Explore the coast for signs. The closer was around the Fell building, but aside from what we discovered, there was nothing else there. And she hasn't been around this area. We didn't find anything other than the cigarette butts. We didn't even ask, was she a smoker? That might have been important to ask, but I don't think it was in the options. Alright, let's look around more around the Felon building. Probably something we've missed. Do I need perception? Maybe I need perception. How much is my perception? Do I even have perception right now? Oh boy. Give me all the perception. There we go, perception. Or perception. Bring you in, because why the hell not? Visual calculus is nice. Empathy. Visual calculus. This is getting serious now. Ooh, I like this. Logic and suggestion. Composure. I have +1 perception. Theoretically, by default, we have enough perception to see things that are not there. Should we change our pants? I don't need composure right now. Alright, let's stick with those. Thankfully, we will see something on the way there. Let's go, baby! How about this place here? This is not accessible. What are we missing? Oh, maybe there's something in here. Come, Kim. Still no traces of the gun residue. From which angle were we able to see the ladder? The staircase, rather. There it is. No idea how to get there. I don't know. I have no idea.
Hello. Isn't this a fine morning?
I wouldn't call it a fine morning per se, but... Can we access it from the other side? There we go, that's what I wanted to do. Come on, perception. Work with me, baby. End of the road? How about here? That is new. Door, a building, a hiding place. Could the instigator be inside? Even if they were inside, how could I access this?
There's no way the perp is in here, officer. Look how scarred the boards are. All attempts to pry them off have failed.
Can I try to get in, though?
Not this time. The opposition is insurmountable, but I like the spirit. Have some points. It's lonely and cold without points.
Thanks.
And dangerous. Dangerous too.
Kim? You think she's in there?
The suspect? God, I hope not. I can't see a way in, though many have tried.
Nothing more to do here then. So this is not our building. All the leads take us outside the fell building, which doesn't have an entry point, but it has a flight of stairs we cannot access. I still feel like there's an underground passage somewhere that I'm not seeing. Oh my god, what is going on with the light there? Okay, that's trippy. I don't like this. This is weird. Oh, this is not the light, it's some tree. Jesus, that freaked me out so bad. I'm sure you know something and you're hiding information from me. Why can't we discuss about these stairs, Kim? Why? There's gotta be a way. Come on, let me in. No idea. Find the murder weapon. What are we missing? There's something we haven't done. Can I talk to Kim about this? Kim?
Yes? What do you want to know? Good.
You seem to be following me. I'm really into that. This is very unfortunate.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin. Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra. Red Astra is the black market version of Astra cigarettes, known for their high tar content.
If there was something around here, maybe we need visual calculus for this one. I'll plop another point in this. We have plenty. Please help me. Do you see it? My visual calculus is +2, +7 points. It's more than enough. If there was something here, we would have seen it. Still convinced there's something going on with an underground passage. Is there like a pipe we can follow potentially? Find it. I'm overthinking it, but you know, it might be for the best. Are we sure she hasn't been behind the church? We've been all over the coast. I don't know where else to go. Wait a second. Was that there all along? I don't remember seeing that boat before. Oh, come now. Let me walk. Out of my way, kids! We know she didn't stay in here. Who are you?
I'll just keep the Cor de Leche in the channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier.
What are you doing here?
Aye, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way. Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to a pier any day. Jetty?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, detectives.
She fastens the end of the line around the post and straightens her back.
It's good to see you here. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
That. And she's also keeping an eye on you.
So, how do you like it here?
How do I like it?
She casts her gaze toward the village, slash melting on the cinder blocks construction work left have finished 10 years ago.
Water drips down eaves of Eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune. The smell of salt and dog shit in the background.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name, all the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there?
Let's not talk about that!
Fortunately for you, madame, the RCM is on the scene.
All right. Politics time. Let's react. Real men, real politics, real thoughts in your head.
The place is doomed either way.
Maybe.
She leans against the railing, looking up at the grey sky.
It's early spring, and the rains are coming. An officer enters a low hut of stone and wood. Inside, weapons are piled against the walls. Rifles with splintering stocks. And swords. Tens, if not hundreds. They're antiques, says Lieutenant John, the archetype McCoy, to his partner. They're digging them up from the catacombs now, fixing them. Old caches from the revolution. The children carry them up. Come May, the streets will be flooded. Outside, the wind rattles the loose hatches, flooded with cheap weapons in angry hands.
Have I told you how they discovered this place?
I would love to, but I need to take a break, ma'am. The fishing village?
No, they're in Celindian, Isola.
No, you haven't told me how they found it.
Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty.
45% is around where I operate. Things are getting better, though.
I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians will never know what this place means. Our home. This island of matter. Or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Well, it was good running into you. Bye!
Godspeed, detectives.
See ya!
Thank you, ma'am. Do keep an eye on your boat.
On your boat, not us. Okay, let's take a break, and I will see you all in the next episode of Disco Elysium. Until then, thank you everybody for watching. Have fun, whatever you do. What are you doing with your head, Harry? 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 Thanks everybody for watching. Have fun, whatever you do. Take care of yourselves, and do not forget, keep on gaming. I will see you all next time.